Jeremy Fragrance is a titan of TikTok, with over 5.9 million followers and 92 million likes to his name. He's got a YouTube sub count of nearly 2 million, and a legion of fans who buy his products, share his content, and even dresses him for Halloween. There's just one problem. He is absolutely unhinged.
Hey sexy boys, Jeremy Fragrance here. Sexy girls as well.
If you want to do it right, you do it yourself, right? Yeah, baby! So usually this stuff is solid like this. It is so sexy. Well, I could just lick this whole thing, but it would be literally thousands of calories.
Power, baby! Man, that's beastly.
In a sea of content creators who are all making the same thing, Jeremy is different. He's the raw emotions guy, the unashamed guy, but most of all, he's the fragrance guy. But what you see on Jeremy's TikTok only scratches the surface of the Jeremy Fragrance saga. Behind that perfectly tailored white suit is a dark backstory. This is the bizarre rise of Jeremy Fragrance. Jeremy Fragrance's name isn't even Jeremy. He was born in a small town in Germany as Daniel Drzezinski. He grew up with his mom and dad, both from Poland, and his older brother Camille. Unfortunately, this was not a happy home. Jeremy says his dad beat him and Camille, and as early as kindergarten, Jeremy was getting into fights at school. When Jeremy was just 10 years old, Camille went to pick up a pizza for them at a bar. Something went wrong, and he got beat up. Jeremy says after this, the two of them enrolled in martial arts school as a way to try to defend themselves better. Jeremy also played soccer and tried to get good grades in school, but he felt like he was never the best at anything in particular. As the years went on, Jeremy's interest slowly transitioned away from martial arts and into dance. At age 16, he started doing theater and trying out for acting gigs. This paid off when a talent scout found Jeremy and invited him to join a new boy band. They had some serious success and were signed by Universal Music Group, one of the biggest record labels in the world. But the realm of musical fame started Jeremy down a path he didn't want to go.
I got into the gay community. I liked the attention, but I was not gay, and I still don't consider myself gay, but I had a lot of experience, and actually I do like the gay community. But it was a bit of a tragedy, and I did things that I did not like.
Despite not considering himself gay, Jeremy got into a long-term arrangement with a man, which he describes as a up relationship. When Jeremy talks about this, he sounds filled with regret. People have speculated all kinds of things about this time in Jeremy's life. It was also around this time that Jeremy went on a trip to Hawaii. While there, he visited an Abercrombie & Fitch store, which they didn't have in Germany. Anybody who visited one of these stores around the 2010 era can tell you what stands out in their mind as the top memory isn't the overpriced cargo shorts or the topless male models. No. It was the smell. You could smell an Abercrombie store from the other side of the mall. It cut straight through the aroma of General Tso's chicken and warm sugar cookies in the food court and filled your nostrils with the smells of lavender, spice, and teen angst. Jeremy was captivated by this, and when he returned to Germany, started experimenting with fragrances as a hobby and posting fragrance reviews on YouTube.
Scent Bubble helped me with this one. We're dancing like this, you know, and I just grabbed her hair and kissed her like really intense. I swear to you, this fragrance helped me so much in this situation.
The boy band didn't end up working out, and Jeremy started losing money. Lots of it. This continued until he was completely broke. At the time, Jeremy had a girlfriend who wanted a deeper relationship, but Jeremy did not, so they broke up. According to Jeremy, she then made up fake accusations and threatened to sue him. Jeremy thought she was bluffing. Then one day soon after, he got a letter in the mail summoning him to court. Jeremy called the police and explained the situation and asked them what he should do, and they told him to contact a lawyer. Jeremy thought he had hit rock bottom when he ran out of money, but his life had just gotten much scarier. Jeremy says this really hurt him on a deep level and changed him as a human being. He steeled himself to fight and was willing to go to jail rather than take a plea deal for something he didn't do. He started to desperately ask friends and acquaintances for advice, and one suggestion he got turned out to be particularly impactful.
But there was a person that said, you know what, you have to say this and this. So I said this and this, and the judgment didn't even came. Meaning I lied. And you know what? This changed my life. And I felt like an asshole. And after that, I swore I will never, ever lie again in my life.
With the lawsuit behind him and in the depths of poverty, Jeremy racked his brain for new ways he could make money, and he remembered fragrances. Jeremy had never been the best at anything he had tried before, and it really bothered him on a deep level. He wanted to be that guy in a red Ferrari with a designer suit and a girl at his side. It was at this moment Jeremy decided to become the fragrance guy. Jeremy stopped taking days off and worked every waking moment to learn about fragrances and produce content for his YouTube channel. But he kept running into a problem over and over again. Jeremy's irrational side, his emotional side, kept hindering his productivity. He needed a superpower.
What is the one thing that I decided to do? I'm not going to wear underwear.
Jeremy's reasoning for this is interesting. He realized no one could tell if he wasn't wearing underwear or not, and it turned off his ego. To Jeremy, going commando seems to have unlocked some deep control over his own mind, a new psychological tool he could use to conquer the fragrance world. As Jeremy's fragrance empire started to grow online, tragedy struck his family. Jeremy's father passed away after being sick for some time. Jeremy had been using his underwear method to stay calm and collected, but he realized he couldn't bottle his emotions forever.
I put on the underwear again, and I started crying like a bitch in the airport. And my father was dead, I was totally f***ed. And ever since then, I separated my true, hurtful, honest, my heart speaks to your heart side from the rational business, non-emotional side.
With this powerful new tool in his arsenal, Jeremy's online presence began to take off. Fans loved the combination of Jeremy's unique personality and his willingness to be completely open and say pretty much whatever was on his mind with no shame.
I want to tongue kiss a sexy woman right now. Oh man. Oh!
By December 2015, Jeremy hit 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, and he was starting to introduce people to fragrances that had never considered them before. Jeremy kept grinding, devoting his entire existence to producing content. He was meeting important names in the fragrance industry, traveling all over the world to attend fragrance events and buy and sell fragrances. In 2018, Jeremy won the Fragrance Foundation Award for Best Vlog. He was getting closer to being the best, in a way only Jeremy could. In March, Jeremy finally got the symbol of what he had been after his whole life.
It's done, guys.
And it was done. Jeremy was finally the best at something. He was the fragrance guy, the #1 fragrance influencer in the world, with all the money and fame that entailed. But something was wrong. In May 2018, Jeremy posted a video declaring the journey is over. In the Journey is Over update to his fans, Jeremy said he had smelled every relevant fragrance on Earth. He already owned every great fragrance in existence. He had won awards, built a massive audience, and obtained everything he ever wanted in life. What next? Jeremy revealed that he had partnered with fragrance legend Alberto Marias and Jeremy's brother Camille. They were working on creating what Jeremy called the #1 fragrance brand in the world. The premise was simple. They would create affordable fragrances for every occasion, with straightforward names and packaging that explained what the fragrance was meant for, like office and club. Jeremy's fans were really excited about this. I just screamed of joy when you said your own fragrance line. Yes, yes, yes. I can't wait to be asked, you smell amazing, what are you wearing? And I'll be like, I'm wearing Jeremy fragrance. Jeremy and Camille would fund this company directly from fan money through Kickstarter. Jeremy started promoting the Kickstarter everywhere. This fragrance brand was his chance to truly take over the fragrance industry and be #1 yet again. As money started pouring in, it was obvious the Kickstarter would be wildly successful. During the 30-day funding period of December 2018 through January 2019, the campaign raised over $800,000 without anyone ever smelling the product. Camille kept the backers informed by posting regular updates to the Kickstarter page. In January, he posted an update saying they were well within the timeline of shipping in April. But behind the scenes, production was not going smoothly. The next month, Jeremy posted, "Why the price of my fragrance will triple."
What does a car manufacturer do? They produce a very small amount of cars to make them exclusive. We will also produce a small amount to keep us exclusive. Luxury watches, they do the same, small amount to keep exclusive. And what do these luxury watches, luxury car companies also do? They have an extremely high price tag. So little quantity, high price tag, That combined with a fantastic product makes a luxury good at its finest, and that's what I'm going to do.
Jeremy went on to say that the Kickstarter orders would be honored at the original pricing, but after that the retail orders would have the prices jacked up to the maximum, in his own words. Jeremy's honesty and openness backfired and conflicted with his fans' vision for the brand. He said himself that raising the price wasn't about production costs, it's about the marketing. And of course he's right, every luxury car brand, watch manufacturer, and even Jeremy's competitors in the fragrance space do the exact same thing. But that's not the vision that his fans were sold. The comments under the video said it all. This will make a very good Netflix documentary about YouTube influencers and their downfall. It's been the regular people who supported you and gave you the opportunity to release your own fragrance, and you make it so expensive that most of them won't be able to afford it. Almost 400 euros for a fragrance? I can eat for 2 months with that amount of money. Ridiculous. We were warned by fragrance bros. We just didn't see it coming. Shame on you, Jeremy. It was around this time that Camille noticed Jeremy had started dancing more in his videos, and he told his little brother that if he really wanted to dance, he should just make a TikTok account. This is where the legend of Jeremy Fragrance really took off. While the brand was wallowing, Jeremy found success elsewhere. He began making massive money from brand deals on TikTok and told Cody Ko in an interview that he could make $25,000 just from shouting out a single product. Meanwhile, Fragrance One launched but was missing deadlines. Hundreds of comments on the brand's Kickstarter told the tale. Still no reply, and we are several batches and a new fragrance release down the road. So you collect the money and don't send the rewards. Bad business. Is anyone else still waiting for their bottle? I can't even get a response. I hope it's going better for all the other backers out there. Complete hoax. Third batch is being sold online and original backers did not receive their delivery. Jeremy claims to have the best perfume and can't even get the logistics straight. I have been using the help forum, emails, posting comments, but nothing helps. They will react saying you will get it in the next days, but nothing happens. If you ask for shipment tracking numbers, they will never tell you. In May of 2022, Jeremy posted a video called Closing My Brand This Year.
Hello guys, Jeremy Fragrance here. Closing the brand, guys. Finish. Power, bitches. Man, I'm looking forward to this next chapter. I want to go back more into the more extreme artist, fierce, intense, artistic world and less bureaucracy. And I had a great time with my brother working on this project. Now we are separating as well and are joining again more as brothers and less as business partners. I'm very much happy about that too.
But Camille didn't feel the same way, and in September of 2022 posted a video called Brother of Jeremy Fragrance Speaks Out.
What happened is in May of this year, maybe some of you remember, Jeremy decided to close down the brand. And he did that in a way where he would just go online, as he always does, post a video about it, and then people were asking me like, what's going on, Camille? And I said, honestly, I have no idea.
Jeremy had made the entire announcement and decision without even talking to his brother and the brand's co-founder, Camille. Camille says Jeremy's stated reason for closing the brand, not liking bureaucracy, really meant that he didn't like Camille worrying about his mental health and his effect on the business.
So yeah, he basically said from one day to the other, Camille, you're out, and you should do your own thing.
Camille's concern about Jeremy's mental health was already shared by a large portion of people online. A running joke on Jeremy's TikTok had people speculating how many lines he was on that day. Camille's fans were grateful for the update, with one commenter saying, "Looking at a lot of Jeremy's recent videos, I think a lot of the community is worried about his mental health. Thank you for providing some insight into what went on behind the scenes." At this point, Jeremy with no underwear seems to have completely taken over, compelling him to post an unbelievable amount of content. At one point, he was posting 4 videos plus doing a live stream every single day. He now has 5.9 million followers and 92 million likes on TikTok, and can seemingly use his influence to print money at will. But it costs him a lot. Jeremy's relationship with his brother seems to have been seriously damaged, and the company they set out to build together was ultimately destroyed. Jeremy and Camille are back to being brothers again, not just business partners, but the brother Camille grew up with, Daniel Drzezinski, is gone. In his place, there is only Jeremy Fragrance.
When I look at this face, guys, I love this guy. And you know what? This is the underwear face. Meaning this is me. When you look at yourself in the mirror, you know who you are.
If you like this video, you're probably going to love the video I made about iShowSpeed, which you can watch right here. And as always, thanks for watching. Stay weird, internet. See you next time. Peace.